The Belgian Malinois isn't your average dog. At first sight, you might think, wow, I want one of those. But here's the question. Do you really think you could handle this dog? Because the truth is, the Malinois is not for everyone. In fact, it might not be the first dog you should ever own. This breed demands endless energy, constant training, and an owner who knows exactly what they're doing. Powerful, intelligent, and fiercely loyal, the Malinois has earned a reputation as one of the most versatile and dependable dogs in the world. That's why you should stick around until the end of this video, because once you understand what it really takes to live with one, you'll see why this breed is both extraordinary and extremely challenging. From herding flocks in Belgium to serving alongside Navy SEALs in combat, the Malinois is truly in a class of its own. And before we dive into the top 10 facts, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment sharing your first impressions of this incredible breed. Also, be sure to check the description. We've linked essential products that can make living with a Malinois just a little bit easier. Fact number 1. History and origin. The Belgian Malinois is one of 4 Belgian Shepherd breeds, alongside the Tervuren, the Laekenois, and the Groenendael. It was first developed in the Belgian city of Malines in the 1880s, where farmers and shepherds wanted a dog that could work tirelessly in the fields. This dog wasn't bred for looks, it was bred for brains, speed, and stamina. That's why to this day, the Malinois is known more as a worker than a show dog. By the early 1900s, the breed had already crossed into the United States, where it gained popularity among police and military handlers. In the 1950s, it officially entered the American Kennel Club registry. From herding sheep in Belgium to protecting communities across the globe, the Malinois has always carried the same identity: a dog with a job. Fact number 2. Not a German Shepherd. A lot of people see a Malinois on the street and say, "Oh, that's a German Shepherd, right?" Not quite. Yes, they share a similar outline, but think of them as 2 very different models. The German Shepherd is bigger, heavier, and often has a long, plush coat. The Malinois, on the other hand, is lighter, leaner, and covered in a short, weather-resistant coat. And here's the key difference: energy. Malinois are like the sports car version, faster, more agile, and built for high-speed performance. German Shepherds are dependable and steady, but the Malinois is a rocket on 4 legs. This difference is also why Malinois are often chosen for the most extreme military and police work. But for everyday owners, that high gear can be exhausting to manage. Fact number 3. Appearance and size. The Malinois has the perfect balance of elegance and ruggedness. Males typically stand 24 to 26 inches tall and weigh between 55 and 75 pounds, while females are a little smaller at 22 to 24 inches tall and 40 to 60 pounds. Their coat is short, dense, and double-layered, which means it keeps them protected in both rain and snow. Twice a year, they shed heavily, so be prepared for clouds of fur during shedding season. Their coloring ranges from warm fawn to deep mahogany, usually paired with a black mask on the face. The overall look is alert, athletic, and ready for action. Grooming is straightforward: weekly brushing, nail trimming, and the occasional bath. But don't let the easy coat fool you. Malinois aren't low maintenance. Their bodies are built for movement, and if you don't give them hours of daily activity, they'll invent their own workout program, and it probably involves your couch. Fact number 4. Excellent search and rescue dogs. Malinois have a sense of smell so powerful that they can track scents days old, even in tough conditions like rain or snow. This is why they're trusted as search and rescue dogs all over the world. Whether it's finding lost hikers in the mountains or locating survivors after disasters, the Malinois' determination is unmatched. They're also heavily used for narcotics and explosives detection. In fact, airports, police departments, and border patrols often rely on Malinois instead of machinery because their noses are simply better. But here's the catch: that intelligence and focus doesn't just turn off when you get home. If they don't have a job to do, they'll assign themselves one. And that's when destruction begins. Fact number 5. Herding background. The Malinois was originally bred as a herder, and that instinct hasn't gone away. In Belgium, they were used to move flocks across fields and protect them from predators. Today, that instinct might show up in funny ways, like trying to herd your children, circling your guests, or nudging other pets into order. It can be entertaining, but it can also become a problem without proper training. A bored Malinois might nip at heels or bark excessively if they feel their flock isn't cooperating. Training and socialization are crucial to channel that herding instinct into something positive. Otherwise, your living room may start to feel like a sheep pen.
Fact number 6. Personality. If you had to describe the Malinois in one word, it would be intense. This is not a laid-back breed. They are loyal to the core, incredibly intelligent, and capable of mastering just about any task you give them. From agility courses and obedience competitions to protection work and therapy, the Malinois can do it all. But that intensity comes at a price. They need constant stimulation, both physical and mental. Leave them alone too long and they can become anxious, destructive, or even aggressive. They're sometimes called Velcro dogs because they stick so closely to their humans. But in reality, they're more like superglue dogs. Owning one means having a shadow that never, ever takes a day off. Fact number 7. Health.
One of the advantages of the Malinois is that they're generally a very healthy breed. Because they've been bred primarily as working dogs, only the strongest and fittest have been used for generations. That means fewer inherited health problems compared to some other breeds. Still, they're not invincible. The most common issues are hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, cataracts, progressive retinal atrophy, and epilepsy. And because they're so active, they're also at risk of injuries like torn ligaments or strained muscles. Regular vet checkups, a balanced diet, and keeping them in peak physical shape are essential. Think of them like athletes. You need to maintain their body if you want them to perform.
Fact number 8. The Bin Laden mission.
The Malinois became world famous when a dog named Cairo joined Navy SEAL Team 6 on the mission that captured Osama bin Laden in 2011. Cairo was trained in parachuting, night operations, and even wore custom body armor. This one mission showed the world just how capable the Malinois is. But here's the danger. After the news broke, thousands of people wanted a Malinois of their own. The problem? Cairo wasn't a family pet. He was an elite soldier. Without years of training, discipline, and structure, most owners quickly find themselves overwhelmed. A Malinois is like a high-performance machine. In the wrong hands, it's more dangerous than useful.
Fact number 9. Skydiving ability.
Yes, Malinois can skydive, and many military dogs actually do. Their lighter weight makes them easier to handle for parachutists, and some are even trained to jump solo into water landings. They thrive in extreme situations that most dogs and people would never tolerate. It's both impressive and a little intimidating. Imagine a dog so fearless that leaping out of a plane is just another day at work. That's the Malinois. But remember, if this dog can handle skydiving, a 15-minute walk around the block is laughably insufficient. They need hours of exercise, intense training, and endless stimulation to stay balanced.
Fact number 10.
Military and service work. Today, Malinois are the go-to dogs for military and police forces around the world. They're equipped with body armor, sometimes even night vision goggles, and serve on missions where human soldiers depend on them. In World War I, they carried messages and pulled carts. Today, they're elite partners in counterterrorism units. This shows you exactly what the Malinois is. Not a pet first, but a working partner. Owning one without preparation isn't just tough. It can be unfair to the dog. A Malinois without a job becomes frustrated, and frustration leads to problems. For the right owner, though, this breed is unmatched, loyal, brave, and capable of extraordinary things. So, after all this, you still think the Belgian Malinois is the right dog for you? If you're looking for a calm, low-maintenance family pet, the answer is no. But if you're an experienced, active, and disciplined owner ready to dedicate enormous time and energy, then maybe, just maybe, you can handle this incredible breed. The Belgian Malinois is extraordinary. Loyal, intelligent, fearless. But remember, with this dog, you don't just get a pet. You take on a full-time job. Think of it as living with a four-legged energy bomb, always ready to explode into action. Or better yet, like owning a supersonic rocket that somehow also wants to sleep in your bed at night.
And here's the serious part. Choosing this breed without preparation can do real harm, not only to you, but to the dog as well. A frustrated Malinois can become destructive, anxious, or even aggressive if their needs aren't met. Too often, they end up in shelters because people underestimate what it takes. So, make sure you're ready for the challenge before you commit. We love dogs deeply, and our biggest hope is that every pup finds the kind of owner who gives them not just a home, but a happy life filled with love, purpose, and joy. Because at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dives into amazing dog breeds, and let us know in the comments what you think about the Malinois. And don't miss the description below. We've included must-have products that every Malinois owner should know about to keep up with such a demanding, yet truly remarkable dog.